What's up, guys? It's L from Death Note here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build Bake Kujira. I 100% have the best Bake Kujira builds that exist. Like, you can try every fucking configuration of items in the item store, and the number one configuration will be the configuration that I'm going to show you today. Alright? So rest assured, you can try out other videos of maybe Smite pros or people who think that they know what the fuck they're talking about. But if they don't tell you to do exactly what the fuck I'm about to tell you, they're stupid. They just straight up don't know what they're talking about. Trust me, I'm Mastery 2 on this character, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Alright? So, let's get into this. Here's the build, right? Well, somewhat of the build. So, first off, you want to go Arrow Starter. And especially in the solo lane, when you're playing Conquest, you want to go Arrow Starter. And when you get to upgrade, you want to go Diamond Arrow. And now I'll go into the reasoning for that. Obviously, this passive, it works no matter what. You can get bonus gold, you get attack speed, which for Bake Kujira equals haste, which haste is way nicer than you might think. I don't know how many people played when haste and Fatalis was a thing, but haste is OP as fuck. One of the best stats in the entire game. Haste on Chronos days. Trust me, don't sleep on fucking haste. If you want to feel how nice haste is, just pick Baka, come to a training, and just build a bunch of attack speed and fucking pop your one and start running around basic attacking. But the main reason why is for this 20 basic attack damage. Because Bake Kujira's basics don't proc item effects, but they will get boosted by the increased basic attack damage from Gilded Arrow. It's actually really nice on him. It outdoes any scaling that you're gonna get on another starter. It's like, especially if you go Diamond Arrow, which gives you 70 basic attack damage. Let's go prove it. We'll hit a bot. We'll hit a bot. Let's see. It's 103 damage. Let's see if any other starter that you might be thinking could hit for that hard. Now, obviously, Sundering Axe procs, Axe of Animosity procs. 66. Now, obviously, Axe of Animosity scales, but just fucking take my word for it. It's not worth it. And obviously, fucking Sundering Axe has a proc on it. 70. Oh, wait, Sundering Axe only procs on abilities anyways. No, it doesn't. What the fuck? It doesn't say that you need to use your fucking abilities. What the fuck? Any fucking way you get shit, that's dog shit, right? And any of these other items you can think of, dog shit, right? They're dog shit. Promise on my fucking life, dog. Let's see. Let's try one more. 35, 55. 25, 75. 75. Okay, so these are the same no matter what. Let's see how much we're hitting for. Definitely not fucking 106, right, boys? Which is what I think the number was before. But I fucking... Ah, my neck. Ah. What the fuck? Oh, my fucking neck. Okay. Okay, so I proved that that's the best starter, right? Because you're not... Because this also gives you 100 health and 10% pen. You're really not losing out on it. Like, trust me, the protections that you're losing out on and the health you're losing out on is not worth the damage that you're losing out on. Take my goddamn word for it. I've been Diamond 2 before. Alright. So, when you're doing solo, if you're going against a mage, the likelihood of the jungler being also magical is very low, but if you're going against two magicals, you start Shogun Kusari. If it's magical jungler, or no, physical jungler, magical in lane, you start Prophetic Cloak. And if it's both physical, you start Phalanx. Alright? And that's pretty self-explanatory why that is, right? And depending on which one you go, you always go Prophetic Cloak next, because Prophetic Cloak, the amount of prots and health and stats on Prophetic Cloak is just like, this is just an OP item. So obviously, it's going to be kind of hard to stack because you're building it in solo lane, so you're going to get a lot of stacks on whoever you're laning against, but it's going to take you a while to get all your stacks on the other person. But once this item is stacked, it's OP. The only downside to this item is how long it takes to stack. Other than that, like, this item is just objectively OP. There's really no arguing it. And you kind of want to go into Shoguns as long as they have any amount of magical damage, because it also has cooldown, which cooldown is pretty important on this character because your 2 is OP. Your 2 is OP and your 1's very important for your damage. If you're hitting people without your 1, you're hitting for a lot less. And then what I would like to go into is there's like one of 2 items. These you can kind of flip. I'd probably actually go Staff of Mirrodin last. So you want to go Mantle of Discord. And again, Mantle of Discord is just because you're getting the most out of the prots. This is 45 of each prot. So for your prot conversion, because he converts prots into damage, if I didn't already fucking say that, I mean, yeah. 45 of each is obviously going to give you a huge conversion, and then again, it's the cooldown on it. So the passive's really good for Bake, because Bake, you're normally like getting to low health when you're up in that bitch. On like it's a Tuesday's Eve, you're up in that bitch, so the passive's really nice. And then the only thing that's bad about Mantle and that you can hate on is the health, but fuck health, right? And so then the final item, and this item's going to need some clarification, is Staff of Mirrodin, right? Because Staff of Mirrodin is a damage item, and damage items usually aren't good on Bake. Staff of Mirrodin's actually the only damage item that is good on Bake, I think at least, and it's literally just because of the passive. Who cares about the 75 power? Who cares about the 10% magical penetration? That's not going to outweigh what you're going to get from a defense item, because defense items convert to power anyways, because it's just outclassed in that regard. But the 2 good things about this is another 10% cooldown. So at this point, you're at 40% cooldown. It's super important. And then the other thing that's super important about this, let me put my fucking mic closer. I just noticed it's 20 million years away from me. A little bit further. Alright, I'm out from Death Note. So the other thing is this passive. When your ultimate ability has finished casting, you gain Mirrodin's Rage, which provides 20% increased damage dealt, decaying over 8 seconds. So then 8 seconds. So that's awesome, right? So let me just show y'all the difference between Staff of Mirrodin and not Staff of Mirrodin. It's like something I would recommend going if Staff of Mirrodin exists, be like Abyssal Stone, right? Because that helps your health problem a little bit, and that's also just a shit ton of prots and a good passive, right? So we'll pop ult and we'll pop 1. Okay, as you can see, let me just kill it real quick. 267 was the highest basic that we hit. It's pretty fucking good, right? Oh, wait a second. Let me show y'all one more thing. So that's with the ult and 1 popped. Now let me show y'all with nothing popped. So 267 and 179. So 179 so you're gonna be normally hitting for, right? Now let's test out those numbers, but with Staff of Mirrodin. $180. 186, okay. Now let's pop. So as you can see, 318 was the highest we hit for there. So the amount of damage increase you're getting off of Staff of Mirrodin is actually absurd. And so the only argument against Staff of Mirrodin is that it's only when your ult's popped. But you're having 40% cooldown, so you're getting your ult as fast as you possibly can on this character with this build to mitigate the fact that it's only with your ult popped. And then, you know, Staff of Mirrodin is providing you with, you know, another 10% magical pin. So you actually have 20% magical pin in this build. And then it also is the thing giving you the final 10% cooldown, obviously. I mean, if you're a little bitch and you're scared of dying a lot, you can go like Abyssal Stone or something else, maybe Magi's Revenge if you need CC immunity. But at the end of the day, I think this is the very best build for Bake Kujira. In fact, I know it is. So, this has been L from Death Note. Thanks for watching my Bake Kujira guide of how to build him. Yeah.